What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore, and indeed we're back with some more Gabber, as you see by the name of the track. We're going to listen to another tune on Mokum's fucking Hardcore Limited series. This is fucking Hardcore Limited 28. We're going to listen to a tune by a pair of artists I do not know, or at least not under those names, which is Lysa, I'm assuming, maybe Lysa, but Lysa, an Italian terrorist. I'm going to say Lysa, actually. But yeah, it's two artists that I don't know, at least under those names. We're going to listen to a tune called Fucking Gabber, which, you know, it's awesome in the sense that, and I did listen to these tracks earlier today when I got them in the mail, but only once, so it's a very fresh listen, if not a first-time listen. But yeah, I love a tune that sort of celebrates Gabber and sort of the old-school flavor of the sound, but also the complexity of the sound, meaning, you know, like, Gabber, people use it in different ways. I've heard people say, well, Gabber, or, you know, Gabbers are the people that follow it in the overall scene, as like hardcore is the music. I've heard other people refer to like a certain type of hardcore as Gabber, so I tend to kind of be more like the latter. To me, I would often say Gabber if it had that kind of 90s feel and, you know, maybe the drum and bass rhythms and like a reggae sample or a hip-hop sample, or if it, you know, is like Cenobite, like a horror movie sample, but like atmospheric sort of hardcore, and as distinct from sort of the kick drum and like bassline sounds of more like modern or mainstream hardcore, which again, it's not really a slag. I like different kinds of hardcore, but that's the way that I've kind of used the word Gabber over the years. And again, I have since realized that there's a, you know, phrase early hardcore that a lot of people use to sort of designate that kind of like sound, like modern produced, but early in its stylings and sort of the homage to that flavor. So yeah, I'm interested in a track that is called Fucking Gabber, and having listened to it once, it, you know, it hits a lot of elements that I think characterize like the complex flavor of old school Gabber, as, you know, I've understood that tune, or that label I should say. I do want to mention that the tune on the other side is very amusingly and intriguingly titled Capitalism is the Antichrist. We'll have to react to that one at some point. But yeah, we're going to start with Fucking Gabber. And I love that it's over 6 minutes long. I mentioned it before, you know, hardcore, you tend to get shorter tracks, and while I do understand that, I really do enjoy and get excited about an occasional hardcore track that does have a bit of expanse. It is a bit full in terms of length. So yeah, I very much enjoy longer hardcore tunes, so shout out to that. But let's get it. This is Lysa, an Italian terrorist, on fucking Hardcore Limited 28, and it's called Fucking Gabber. And that distorted bass, that's part of what, you know, I mean when I say Gabber. So yeah, the old school kind of clap up. Synth lines like this, yeah. Used there like an identification for the people, like I'm a fucking Gabber. sealed it for me when I did my preliminary listen when I first got the record out of the package. Because again, like, Gabber, like when I use that label, I do mean, you know, it's hard, it's driving, but it's got flavor. It's not just like, you know, brain smashing. It's a legit like melody, but it's still hard and banging. It's like, it reminds me of hardcore I heard, you know, again in my teens when I first was getting into electronic music. It was like, ooh, I like that hardcore stuff. Like, what? Almost reminds me like, it's a bit brighter, but it almost reminds me of like Lenny D. Forgotten Moments a little. One of the, I think the first hardcore record I ever got, by the way. Again, I love that sort of like double snare, like. That sort of like melodic and epic section of this, like, you know, acid alarm and that old school vocal sample. I forget what that's from, but that's awesome. That's another sample I've heard in other places. Is that from Cuntface? Does that go back to that track Cuntface from back in the days? Which I believe was it Nasenbluten tune, like on Industrial Strength. But yeah, bottom line, that was a fantastic tune, and I love the different flavors. You know, it's got harder, like more intense sections. It's got that melodic section. It's got the kick and the sort of bass of that sort of classic Gabber feel. So I feel like it accomplishes exactly what it sets out to do, and I love all the different parts. So yeah, that's an instant favorite, top track. You know, gonna have to learn more about the artist. So yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about them previously, but as a first indication, this release is fantastic. So yeah, let me know if you have this, or let me know if you are familiar with their work. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.